Welcome back, Heels and Quads Media here on YouTube. I'm Tommy, and I'm back with another tier listing video. I've wanted to put together an Aerosmith video since this past Friday when they announced their official retirement from touring. Unfortunately, I've had a very difficult time getting away from work. I'm actually at work now. That's why I'm doing it this way. I wanted to do an actual video, but it's hard to do it where I work, so I just do audio, and that makes it easy to do it this way. So, like I said, I've wanted to put one together since this past Friday. I've been a big Aerosmith fan for a very long time, since I was a kid. Got to see them live once, and they've always been the only thing from Boston that I give a pass, being a New York sports fan. Aerosmith gets a pass from me because Steven Tyler was born in New York. That also being said, Aerosmith kicks total fucking ass. One of the greatest rock bands ever. And so this doesn't necessarily mean it's my worst favorite to favorite, even though it does kind of. But I want to do this in long form and kind of give more of a background on each album and my personal relationship with each album in the future. I've still got to work on my Bon Jovi rankings before I can do that. But eventually I do want to get to Aerosmith as well. That being said, here we go. Let's kick it off. Let's go backwards. So Music from Another Dimension, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the D tier. Nothing memorable from this album, the last studio album from Aerosmith. I'm assuming it will be the last one. Now, just because they're done touring doesn't mean they won't go back in the studio. But I would assume that that would be the end because band members probably want to either ride off into the sunset or, being Joe Perry's and Hollywood Vampires, probably wants to do more stuff like that. Or maybe another Joe Perry project album, which would be awesome. Let's see here. So Honking on Bobo would be the next album. And unlike most, I bought it when it was released. I bought it and it came with like the harmonica or whatever. I enjoyed it for what it is. It's just a blues covers album. So I'm not gonna put it in the bottom. I will put it at C though. For now, we'll see where it goes from there. Before that was Just Push Play. That was the tour that I saw them on. The one time I did get to see them live, and I had a great time. And you know, it's poppy, yes, and it's poppy especially for the 2000s. But I enjoy the album. I will also put this in C for now, but we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see C Rider. Let's see. Before that would be 9 Lives, and I will give that. I really like this album. Again, poppy, yes. Pink, the big single from this album. I like poppy Aerosmith. I know a lot of people say they tried to be Bon Jovi, which they said the same thing about Kiss with Crazy Nights, but I like pop music. It's catchy. If a rock band wants to make hits, write hits, it's going to be a little on the catchy poppy side, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's based on your taste, but there's nothing wrong with enjoying just a good song. So 9 Lives, I will also put C for now. Could move. I might move 9. Actually, I'm going to move 9 Lives to B. I like 9 Lives. All right. So from there we go. Let's see. Get a Grip would be before that. Correct. Yes. Get a Grip. This album has so many hits. I'm going to go ahead and put it in A. Crying Crazy. They wrote the same song over and over. Shout out to Desmond Child. He really hooked Aerosmith up and helped him out, making some huge hits. Before that, Pump. I'm also going to put this as an A. Another album with some really good hits. Let's see. Permanent Vacation. Also A. I like late 80s, early 90s poppy Aerosmith. I can't help it. But I also love 70s hard rock and Aerosmith. So we'll see where we go from here. Done with Mirrors, the return of Joe Perry after one album and Joe Perry project. I like let's let the music do the talking. That's about it. I'll put it C. I think Music from Another Dimension is going to be the only, Rock in a Hard Place. Before that, I'm going to put it at D as well. And just nothing memorable from it, so I got to put it at D. Before that is Night in the Ruts or Right in the Nuts. And I will put that, I really kind of dig that one. I'll put it A. Yes, I will put it at A. Draw the Line next. I will also put that in A, if nothing else, for the incredible cover. Also, the title track. And one of my favorite Aerosmith songs overall, Kings and Queens alone, that goes in the A tier. For me personally, obviously everybody's going to be a little different. And then we go Rocks. Rocks is one we've covered on the channel before. We did Toys in the Attic versus Rocks. It was close. I believe Toys in the Attic won, although we kind of went against the grain and tried not to give it the hits. But Rocks might have won, actually. It's been a while since we did that, so I really don't remember which one won. But Rocks, for me, is definitely top-tier Aerosmith album. I love it. I honestly probably listen to this more than Toys in the Attic, but Toys in the Attic, before that, obviously, S tier as well. Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way Alone. Kind of put that one way up there. Get Your Wings, the second album from the band. You got SOS, Train Kept a Rollin', all that stuff. The first 4 albums, I gotta tell you, I'm even gonna put the debut as an S. The first 4 albums, really the first 6 albums are just fucking fantastic. You can't really go wrong with any of the first 4 or first 6, however you look at it. Then you go, Rock in a Hard Place, Joe Perry Leaves, and Done with the Mirrors is, it's okay. It's not great. But there you have it. That is my Aerosmith tier ranking list. I'm going to come back in the future. I wanted to get this out just because it's kind of, a big topic, Aerosmith retiring from touring. Obviously, wishing the band the best moving forward and everybody in it. Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Brad Whitford, Tom Hamilton, Joey Kramer, who obviously hasn't been around for a couple of years, but it just sucks when one of the great institutions of rock and roll says goodbye and calls it quits. And, under these circumstances, it kind of sucks. And we're kind of looking more and more like we're going to go this route with Bon Jovi as well. It sucks that they have to go out like this, that they didn't get a proper final show. But, everybody's aging. We're all aging. And it just sucks when we have to see like our musical heroes kind of bow out, but at least they're getting to bow out, and it's not because someone passed or anything like that. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you have a great week and enjoy all the previous content. Obviously subscribe, like this video, comment down below, tell me where you rank the Aerosmith albums. Did I get this right? Is it right with your opinion? What would you change about it? And give me your list. And I definitely want to do more of a deep dive on Aerosmith on the channel. Like I said, I'm a big fan of theirs, always have been. They're especially, even if 70s or 80s. I was born in 87, but I still had MTV, even into the early 90s when I was more in my formidable years. They were a huge part of that scene. It was like Beavis and Butthead, Wayne's World, and Aerosmith. That was a big deal. And, of course, Kiss is always my favorite band, but Aerosmith will always have a special place in my heart because they're just a fantastic rock band. Anyways, take care. I'll see you next time. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, and I'll see you next time.